Okay, buddy. Starting to roll.
Stop number 29 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Rockingham, North Carolina, the track known as The Rock, as we're here today for the running of the AC Delco 400 as we are set for 59 laps of racing on this 1.017 mile racetrack in the Sand Hill region of North Carolina. As the starting lineup for this running event, on the pole is Kyle Matthews, car 42, looking for the Rockingham sweep. He won his only race this season on this very track here for the Indy Goodwrench 400, looking to get his only looking to get a sweep this season on this track. Alongside of him is Kev Shearer, car 14, the winner of the first Dover race this season, the Copenhagen Oldsmobile. Going to row number 2, it's car 43, Mike Becker, the STP Pontiac, and beside him number 25, Colin Cropley, in the Kodiak Chevrolet Daytona 500 and Bristol winner this season. Row 3 has the winner at the second North Wilkesboro event, Jessica Shelton, the number 9 Coors Milling Force. She also won the second Martinsville event this season as well, too. 2-time winner this season so far. She's flanked by car 26, the Quaker State Buick of Alexander Road. Both Alexander and Jessica carrying in-car cameras, as is Kyle Matthews for that fact as well, too. Going to row number 4, it's car 66, I should say, Harrison Ponder, the Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Pontiac. He's alongside number 71, Charles Sanford, the Big Apple Markets Chevrolet. Row 5 is car 5, Phil Parker, the Levi Garrett Chevrolet. Beside him is number 17, Nathan Ormond, both of them 2-time winners this season so far. Ironically enough, Parker's car is going to have car number 5. It's going to have Parker's car number 5 is going to have Tide down the sponsor in this car next season. Next row down has car number 18, the winner of the Brickyard 400 this season, Benjamin Miles in the Slim Fast Chevrolet. He's alongside number 27, Raphael LeDuc in the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. Raphael winner twice last season. Winner twice this season, I should say. Next row down is number 21, Reggie Fogelman, and number 19, Joshua Osborne. Next row down is number 57, Stephen Colon, and number 1, Trent Dunham, another 2-time winner this season so far. He won at Darlington and Bristol. Next row down is number 90, Caleb Fogler, who won the second Richmond event this season. He's alongside number 52, Seth Cole, looking to get himself back in the points hunt coming up in this race here, and time's running up for Seth as well, too. Slipped back, I think, a little bit in the points after the race at Charlotte. Next row down is number 30. It is Zachary Fitzwater, who won a second Michigan event this season. He's alongside number 94, Dylan Poteet, currently number 6 in the points coming in this event. Next row down is number 4, William Brock, the Pepsi 400 winner at Daytona. He's alongside number 2, Dylan Young. Next row is number 98, I should say, Laura Chung, and number 10, Preston Plord. Next row down is number 89, Daniel Silla, and the championship points leader, Quentin Moore. Starting back in the back there, he currently holds a over 100-point lead. Actually, scratch that. I think he's 90 points ahead, I think, coming into this event. Here, Quentin pulled ahead a little bit after Charlotte, so we'll see what happens at this event at Rockingham. Next row is number 7, Aubrey Scott. He's on the outside of the row here. Inside of him is the number 8 car of Noah Sewell, the Snickers Buick. Next row down is number 75, Mitchell Hodak, and number 33, Amanda Evans, and it's number 3, Cole Deaver, 4-time winner this season so far. Winner at Pocono, Talladega, Watkins Glen, and the first North Wilkesboro event this season. Beside him is number 11, Keith Batson, who won the 600 at Charlotte. And next row down is number 70, James Sykes, and number 83, Nori Miyazaki, and starting shotgun in the field. Or actually, this is not shotgun, excuse me. Next row down is number 6, Austin Reed, who won the first Richmond event, and he's alongside number 73, Cody McGirt, the Slim Fast Oldsmobile. Then next row down is number 12, Ryan Brummer, and number 28, Jackson Haywood. And starting shotgun is Eric Monaco in car number 20, the Crown Petroleum Fast Fair Oldsmobile. So that's your starting lineup for today's event here in the AC Delco 400 at Rockingham. As the field of 39 cars are lined up to get set for racing here today on this 1.017 mile racetrack here. Remember after this event, there's 2 races left to go, that being Phoenix and Atlanta. Those are the last 2 races of the season. And Rockingham, we'll see what happens in this event here too. Quentin Moore has the lead coming in this event over, trying to hold on to his points lead in the final 3 events here. And here comes to command to fire the engines.
Gentlemen, Start your engines!
Command given the party engines as we're separating here today. Kyle Matthews and Kev Shearer starting at the front row for this event. Pace car needs to build off the pit road for the pace, and we'll move back to the start of the race right after this. Field rounding turns number 3 and 4 right now. Here, the number 14 car of Kev Shearer on the outside of the front row. Kyle Matthews on the pole at over 151 miles an hour on the pole for this event here. As they come off turn number 4, off turn number 4, the green flag about to fly, and the AC Delco 400 is underway here at Rockingham. Mike Becker down to the low side, getting a good jumper there, and Jessica Shelton almost made it 3 wide, come off turn number 2. Becker to the low side, Matthews on the high side as they go through turns number 3 and 4, and Mike Becker is going to shoot out to the top spot here. But here comes Matthews on the outside there as he and Jessica Shelton going toe-to-toe with each other. And it's going to be Mike Becker leading lap number 1 here at Rockingham. And the yellow flag flying for the first time already here as on the first lap here. And it's Austin Reed, car number 6 there, looking to finish top 10 in the points this season for the first time ever. And it's he in the 70 car of James Sykes, who has spun. And I see a hood buckle on the 73 car, Cody McGurk, the Slim Fast Oldsmobile. So Rockingham not treating drivers well on the very first lap of this event here. So you come on turn number 2, so take a look at what happened here off the second turn. Turn 2 is usually a bit of a trouble spot here. James Sykes got up into the 6 car of Austin Reed, shoved them into the 11 of Keith Batson, and then shoved Batson into the 7 car of Aubrey Scott. Here comes the 73 car of Cody McGurk. He just pile drives the back of the 20 car of Eric Monaco, and good driving on the part of Nori Miyazaki. How did he miss that? Oh my gosh, that was a good piece of driving by the number 83 car. But Cody McGurk, unfortunately, was not so fortunate right there as the front end tore up on that yellow and white Oldsmobile, the Phil Barkdahl car. There's Sykes right there. He's still running as is the 6 car of Austin Reed in the Folgers machine. That car will be back as a sponsor next season. And I think Austin, is probably wanting to be back in this car as well too. We'll see if that's the case for season 35. But there's Cody McGurk, and he's out of the race there in the 73 machine. Mike Becker is your leader of the race here. Kyle Matthews 2nd, Jessica Shelton 3rd, 4th is Harrison Ponder, and 5th is Phil Parker. We'll be back for the restart right after this. Back at Rockingham, lights in the pace car are off. We'll be restarting on lap number 6 here in the AC Delco 400 as Mike Becker's your leader. The King Richard Petty colors out in front. Kyle Matthews, 2nd position. 3rd is Jessica Shelton. 4th is Harrison Ponder. 5th is Phil Parker. Then it's Benjamin Miles, Kev Shearer, Colin Cropley, Reggie Fogelman, and Charles Samper running at the top 10. As the green flag's about to fly once again, we're back underway. Pontiac's 1st and 2nd and 4th in the top 5. And again, a Ford in 3rd, and a Chevy in 5th. Down the back stretch they come here. Mike Becker to the low side here, jumping out to the lead. But look at Kyle Matthews closing up in that 42 car as they come off the 4th turn. Who's going to lead that lap between the 43 and the 42 cars? It's going to be Matthews, I think. Yes, it will be. And the yellow flag's out for the 2nd time here today, as Kyle Matthews just took the lead away from Mike Becker. And I'm not sure if it's Preston Plourd or Dylan Young that caused the yellow flag. We'll see. I see some damage on the number 10 car. And that damage from the 20 car of Eric Monaco, that's where somebody hit him right there. It was where Cody McGurk hit him earlier in the earlier caution flag. So caution flag flying for the 2nd time here at Rockingham, and it was indeed Preston Plourd in the 10 car. Plourd got up in the wall, come off turn number 2 right there, and again, Quentin Moore, he was very close to being involved in this whole deal as well too. But lucky for Quentin, he was just barely in front of it, and then Dylan Young got tapped from behind by the 20 of Eric Monaco. Austin Reed just barely missed a 2-car, and Young goes to the inside wall. Some debris flying off the car a little bit as it scrapes the guardrail down the backstretch here, and Young gets his car going again, as does the 10 of Preston Plord. So, been a rough year for both those drivers, both Plord and Young for that fact too. So caution number 2 flying on lap number 8. We'll be back for restart right after this. Pace car comes off number 4. Just you rejoin us here as the green flag's about to fly on lap number 11. We are 10 down in the books and 49 to go here at Rockingham. After our second caution flag of the day, Kyle Matthews continues to lead, and it's Mike Becker, Jessica Shelton, Benjamin Miles, and the 5 car of Phil Parker. And Shelton way up on the high side now. They come off turn number 2 right there. If you jump inside of Jessica Shelton, come off the second turn right now, heading into third turn. Trapped on the outside lane here is the number 9 car. Now Kev Shearer dives underneath. Well, actually that's Colin Cropley, not Kev Shearer. Cropley gets by Shelton now. And finally, we completed the lap under green. Here, Jessica having to play with the car just a little bit, come off the second corner. And there's a look from Alexander Rowe's car 26 Quaker State Buick. Alexander this time by, let's see where he's clocked at this time by on the start-finish line. He is in 19th position. And the 57 car of Stephen Colon also way up on the high side of the track here. As you see Alexander Rowe just trying to stay ahead of the 33 car of Amanda Evans. They come down through turns number 3 and 4 right now. Dylan Poteet trying to give Cole Deaver a bit of a shove right there in the number 3 machine, getting by the 75 of Mitchell Hodak. Deaver that time by clocked 17th the last time by in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. And here comes Poteet down the low side. Poteet quietly having a really good season so far. Gets by Deaver, gets by Dunham, and here comes inside of Rafael LeDuc in the 27 car. Poteet got a very fast car at Sunoco Oldsmobile. 15th's where he is at right now. Now coming up from Charles Sanford for 14th position in the 71 car. And meantime, Harrison Ponder and Benjamin Miles both stuck up on the high side right there. And here they come 3 wide there. Orman just about got into Cropley. And here comes William Brock trying to shove Shelton by them both, and he does so. So that moves Jessica to 6th and Brock up to 7th. And meantime, the rest of the field right now looking at that blue number 42 up ahead, and they're thinking, oh no, not this episode again, because they saw it in the Goodwrench 400 at Rockingham the last time he was here at Rockingham, and Matthews dominated that event. And here we are, it's the same episode, different race at Rockingham. Mike Becker driving his heart out though, trying to catch the 42 car. He's got Bill Parker behind him in the 5 car, trying to give him a little bit of drafting help right there. And you usually don't hear the term drafting on a 1-mile track though, unlike you do at Talladega or Daytona, but still. Margin that time by between the front 2 cars here, 98 hundredths of a second, so they are not letting Matthews get too far ahead though. As we have now completed the 17th lap of this event, will be 18 this time by. Still early on here at the Rock here, as lap number 30, the halfway lap here in this event. Parker up on the high side there. Meantime, Kev Shearer and Jessica Shelton battling out for 4th position. Jessica gets by Kev as they come off turn number 2. So that puts Coors number 9 up to the 4th position now. Kev Shearer back to 5th, and now Colin Cropley closing up behind. Cropley in 6th place in the Kodiak Chevrolet. He'll be back in this car next season. And Charles Sanford, meantime, he begins to roll on the low side in that Big Apple Markets Chevy. Charles had a good run the last time he was here at Rockingham. In the meantime, Poteet and Ormond nose to toe there, the 94 and 17 cars. Ormond ducks to the low side. Orman won the Southern 500 at Darlington earlier this season. He also won the first stop at for the first Michigan event this season as well, too. Down the backstretch they come here. Now William Brock running in 10th position. There's the Harrison Ponder in 11th. Noah Sewell in 12th. Caleb Fogler was 13th, and now that goes now to Rafael Aduki's 13th, Stephen Colon 14th, and Zachary Fitzwater running in 15th position. Seth Cole and Amanda Evans now also getting by Caleb Fogler. Cole Deaver in 3-car, 89 Daniel Silla, and the 15 of Quentin Moore. Quentin Moore running right now in 23rd position. His lead is a little less than 100 points coming into this event here at... Actually, I think it may have been it may be a little over 100 points coming into this event here at Rockingham, because he did gain points on... Because he did open up his lead a little bit on Seth Cole and Cole Deaver points-wise after Charlotte. And I'd say for Quentin Moore, in any breathing room, any breathing room for him in the points there is good for him at this point here, and especially points battle the way it is right now. Though, but and Quentin also knows that the drivers behind him are running out of time. It'll be 2 races left to go after this race. They head through turns number 3 and 4 right now, and here comes Reggie Fogelman to go left side. He gets Quentin loose, come off turn number 4. And watch the 15 car now, unfortunately for Quentin, go backwards. Quentin also still a little bit loose down on the front stretch here, trying to keep his Motorcraft Ford under control. And Rockingham, to be fair, is not an easy track to drive. That is for darn sure. And Caleb Fogler still dropping back. Joshua Osborne going by, and here comes the 18 or 28 car, I should say, of Jackson Haywood. Dylan Young, Benjamin Miles, Nori Miyazaki all behind as well too. And Austin Reed now trying to stay ahead of both Aubrey Scott and Preston Plord. Eric Monaco running 37th, and James Sykes right now in 38th position. The only car out of the race is the only car out of the race, of course, is the 73 car of Cody McGurk, as Phil Parker is taking second position away. Where's Kyle Matthews? Well, he's all alone up in the front. And that's why I said the rest of the cars are looking at that 42 car getting smaller and smaller. They're thinking, oh no, not this episode again at Rockingham. And Rockingham, and Kyle Matthews does claim Rockingham as his track, and of course one of the drivers he is driving a car of one of the drivers one of his all-time favorite drivers, I should say, Kyle Petty, in the 42 car. And if you remember when Kyle Petty drove for Sabco Racing, Rockingham was always the track that suited this car very well. It didn't matter if it was the Peak Antifreeze car or if it was the Melly Yellow car that he drove. And of course, Matthews will have Melly Yellow as a sponsor next season on this car. So he'll be reunited with his beloved Melly Yellow paint scheme for the next at least couple of seasons in this series here. I can't wait till we get to 1994 and see if he wants to pick between the Melly Yellow scheme or the Kodiak scheme for the 94 set. But the latest 3 seconds between Matthews now Charles Sanford's moving in the second position. A 71 car pretty fast right now. The Big Apple Markets Chevrolet as he gets by Mike Becker. This is the best Becker has run in a long time, but here comes Nathan Ormond. 17 car to the low side, and he's got second. He drives for third position, I should say, that orange and white car. Car 17, Nathan Ormond, the Tide Chevrolet. Third position is where he's at right now, trying to take second from Charles Sanford. 17 car will have Western Auto as a sponsor next season on that machine. And here comes Phil Parker. Parker down the low side. He's got I should say, fourth place. He gets by Mike Becker, and now William Brock in the Kodak machine up to the low side. He takes position away, and a pair of black cars are coming up behind there. Cole Deaver and Kev Shearer. Shearer in the 14 car. Deaver, of course, in that black number 3. And Cole Deaver running strong right now. He's running now 7th place in this point here. I think he's 6th right now. He just got by Becker for position. Nope, he is 7th. Seeing the ticker right there up on the top right of your screen. Rafael LeDuc running in 9th position, about for 10th between Ryan Brommer and Stephen Colon. And throw the 30 car, Zachary Fitzwater in the mix as well too. Fitzwater, who won the second Michigan event this season. One of 18 different winners in this season in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Reggie Fogelman, car 21. He's making his way through the field nicely right there to the Sitco machine. Mitchell Hodak in there, and Jessica Shelton in the number 9 car as you jump back on board with Jessica. Jessica that time by running now in 14th position, the Coors Melling Ford. See how fast Jessica goes around this racetrack here. 132 miles an hour off turn number 2. And up to about 154 miles an hour into turn number 3. And down about 128 in the middle of 3 and 4 here. Turns 3 and 4 banked higher than turns 1 and 2. 1 and 2 right there is banked at 22 degrees, and turns 3 and 4 banked at 25 degrees. 129 miles an hour turn number 2 right there, 134 off the second corner. And up to 157 miles an hour to turn number 3 that time by. Jessica down about 130 in the middle of 3 and 4. And 140 off the corner, and across the finish line about 152 miles an hour. And up to 159 miles an hour into turn number 1. Last lap by for Jessica, 143.346 miles an hour. She moved up to 12th position while we was taking a ride on board. And anytime William Brock caught up on the high side, and Cole Deaver, that 3 car's flying through the field now. Deaver that time by up to 3rd position, but Nathan Orman's going to get by him right now, and a host of others as well too. Orman in the 17, Becker in 43, Shearer in the 14, and 27 of LeDuc. As he comes down into turn number 3, Cole had to back up the throw big time in that Goodwrench Chevrolet. So Deaver was in 3rd position. He'll be back to about maybe 7th or 8th probably this time by. 7th or 8th, or maybe even 9th. Here comes Charles Samper coming to the low side now in the 71 machine. And Cole just cuts Charles off. Off the 4th turn there, William Brock, car number 4 to the low side, gets by LeDuc. And now Charles and Cole both trying to hook up with that 4 car. William Brock, they're trying to stay behind. And again, this is not for the lead right there. This is not the lead. This is not the lead even right there. Bill Parker leads this pack of cars, but he's in 2nd place. And there is your leader. By 5 seconds is Kyle Matthews. All that battling going on, and Kyle saying adios, guys. I'll take off and win this thing. Well, we saw how Jessica Shelton drives this track, and let's take a look at how Kyle Matthews drives Rockingham. Following behind James Sykes in the 70 car here, 159 miles an hour to turn number 1. Up to 130 miles an hour down the middle of 1 and 2. And there, 137 off turn number 2. And 156 miles an hour to turn number 3. Matthews right down that white line. Last lap back for Matthews, 143.746 miles an hour. His fast lap, 147.957 miles an hour. The He does not have the fastest lap of the race, however. He doesn't even have one of the top 10 fastest laps. The fastest lap of the race so far set by Harrison Ponder at 148.648 miles an hour. But Matthew's driving a smart, consistent race for sure right there. And I tell you this, Matthews probably doesn't know what it is about Rockingham that suits his style. But this track obviously suits the car obviously of Matthews. Matthews is just in there along for the ride. Off the second turn here, Matthews gets by Eric Monaco to lap him in the field right there. Monaco currently right now is now 1 lap down in 36th position there. James Sykes is a lap down in 37th, and problems obviously for Caleb Fogler, 3 laps down in 38th position. Fogler's got a clutch problem. The clutch failure has knocked him out of the race. So Fogler, another guy trying to stay up in the top 10 in the points chase, he's out of the race there. Boy, tough break for Caleb Fogler, who, as we mentioned, won the second race at Richmond this season. But meantime, right now, we are coming down for 12 laps remaining here. There's the new second place runner. That's William Brock in car number 4. He is 7.13 seconds back there, though. And I tell you, Matthews is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Actually, it's non-existent from their vision at the second place driver's vision right now. He's just non-existent. Meantime, Rafael Leduc up on the high side, and Kev Shear says, thanks for leaving the bottom lane open. I'm going to get by you. And Kev now at the third place right now, or second, at the third position, I should say. The 14 machine. Leduc down the 4th, and here comes Bill Parker down the low side. And give a call to that 12 car. Ryan Brommer up to 6th place in the number 12 Ray Bestis Buick. And we talk about how well Cole Deaver was moving up through the field. Well, he has now dropped out of the top 10, but bad news for Deaver and Seth Cole. Look who is nearing the top 10. Quentin Moore in a 15 car. 10 laps from the finish, and he is already moving his way through the field nicely, trying to get himself gaining himself more and more points. It's money time, and he usually shows up about then. But Cole Deaver not giving up a fight. He's 3 wide now between him, Reggie Fogelman, and Laura Chung. Meantime, Jessica Shelton falls prey to Quentin Moore for position. And here comes Deaver down the low side. He says, I'm going to get you now too, Jess. And Jess says, over my dead body you will. Jessica now running in 10th place right now in the number 9 car. Now moves back inside of Quentin Moore. And Jessica now floors the throttle in her number 9 Coors Ford. Takes 9th position away from Quentin. And Quentin, meantime, up in the high side. And Quentin, I'm sorry I bragged on you a little bit there, buddy, because I dropped a couple spots since that time. Now trying to keep Charles Samper from getting by on the 71 car. There goes Charles down the low side. And Quentin now is trying to see if he can block the 71's run right there. Dylan Potee and Colin Cropley both closing up as well, too. Oh, Quentin and Jessica getting a little bit cozy come off that second turn. Well, not literally, of course, but boy, Quentin all over that back bumper, that number 9 car there. I mean, just absolutely intimidating Jessica. Then again, nothing intimidates Jessica Shelton. Nothing intimidates Quentin Moore, neither, I would imagine, too. And they're both closing up on the 3 car. Cole Deaver trying to get by him for position there. Quentin in 11th, Jessica 9th, or 10th position, I should say, and Deaver running in 9th. Closing up on the lap car of James Sykes in the 70 machine, the Rumpel Furniture Pontiac. And Jessica knows at the high side. Quentin Moore says thank you very much, and he'll take 9th position away from Jessica. Meantime, closing up on 4 laps to go. Kev Shear running in 8th position. And another guy who snuck in his way in the top 10. How about Mitchell Hodak? Mitchell Hodak, the 75 car, up to 7th place in the Dennerbell Oldsmobile. Moving to the 22 Maxwell House team next season. Not sure who will be taking over the Dennerbell Oldsmobile next time, next season. 3 laps remaining now for the leader, Kyle Matthews. Trying to gain whatever spots they can get here in these last few laps of this race. There, William Brock, 2nd place right now. As we watch as you see, Charles Sandberg has now gotten around the Jessica Shelton car. Jessica dropping back a little bit down to about the, let's see where she's at this time by. She was 14th the last time by, and that's where she remains in this juncture of the race. Eric Monaco also getting by as well too. Meantime, the white flag is waved for Kyle Matthews, who has put on a good old-fashioned woodshed whipping on everybody. I say good old-fashioned woodshed whipping. Look at the margin between the front 2 cars. 8 seconds between those 2 cars. And Kyle Matthews can coast his way to the victory here. Floors the throttle on that peaking for his Pontiac. And the AC Delco 400 and the Rockingham sweep goes to Kyle Matthews. He wins at Rockingham. It is Kyle's 2nd victory of the season. His 2nd, and both of them coming at Rockingham. Average speed 117.817 miles an hour after 2 quick caution flags to start the event. But it's been smooth sailing the rest of the way for the peaking for his Pontiac. As Matthews, I'm sure he's going to take a sit up with him next season when we come back here for next season's GM Goodwrench 400. 2nd place will go to William Brock. 3rd to Rafaela Duke. 4th will go to Nathan Orman. Mitchell Hodak, 5th place for that number 75 team. Kev Shear comes home in 6th position. 7th will go to Cole Deaver. 8th to Ryan Brommer. 9th to Phil Barker. And Quentin Moore gets a 10th position, gets a 10th place finish here today. Average speed, as I mentioned, 117.817. 2 caution flags on the day here. And 29 races are down and 2 races remaining on the season here. And we'll be heading to Phoenix, Arizona next on the tour, and then the finale at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Charles Sanford comes home with a nice 11th place finish here today. Reggie Fogelman, a nice run here today, finishes 12th for the 21 team. Colin Cropley, 13th. Jessica Shelton, 14th. 15th will go to Daniel Silla. 15th to Dylan Poteet. Stephen Cologne, 16th. 17th will go to Mike Becker. 18th, Benjamin Miles. And Laura Chung comes home in 20th. 21st, Harrison Ponder. Alexander Rowe, 22nd. 23rd will go to Trent Dunham. 24th, Amanda Evans. Nori Miyazaki with a top 25er today. Ends up finishing 25th. Seth Cole, 26th and 27th will go to Joshua Osborne. Then Noah Sewell, Zachary Fitzwater, and Keith Badson. Not a good run today for that 11 team, trying to keep himself in the top 10 in the points chase. He ends up finishing 30th here. Jackson Haywood, 31st, and Dylan Young was the last car to finish on the lead lap, finishing in 32nd position. Aubrey Scott, Austin Reed, Eric Monaco, Aubrey Scott, Austin Reed, Preston Ford, Eric Monaco, and James Sykes all finishing 1 lap down in this event here. 37 cars finished this race here today. 32 of them finished on the lead lap. And 2 cars out of the race here, Caleb Fogler with a clutch failure, and Cody McGurk had out of the race because of an earlier crash back on the very first lap of the event. But domination is the word to describe Kyle Matthews at Rockingham, and that's been the case this season. He dominated the GM Goodwrench 400 back in the 2nd race of the season, and now he dominates the AC Delco 400 in the same way here today as he gets his 2nd victory of the season. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Story Cell Cup Series, the main series on his channel. And if you want in on future seasons of Seth's series, be sure to get with Seth, and he'll get you going on that. Also, make sure to check out our other channel that's NNSCRA Offline. That channel being X867539 and 858X. That's Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. And also check out the channel that Dylan Young has collaborated with Kyle Matthews on, and that is We the Coasters. Be sure to subscribe to that channel if you are a roller coaster / amusement park fanatic. And be sure to subscribe to that channel as well too. And of course, also subscribe to this channel you're watching here, the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, for some cool stuff in here too. As we mentioned, in our offline races, online races, and even a knowing Seth a lot of Minecraft and Fortnite as well too. And of course, like I said, it's whatever Seth desires to have for his channel. Yeah. Anyway, so that will do here today at Rockingham, and for now, this is James Qualls. It's been a production of the NNSCRA celebrating 11 years of off-road racing at best. We'll see you at Phoenix, Arizona for the Subway 500.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?